Hello everybody, my name is James Everett of The Good, The Meh, and The Ugly, and here's my spoiler-free review of Godzilla x Kong. In this movie, Godzilla and King Kong face a colossal threat that challenges their very existence, hidden deep within the planet. My overall thoughts for this movie was it's a fun, entertaining action movie, but the weak story and some of the characters bring it down. It's fun to watch, it's a good time, but it's nothing too special. Now here's the good. What I really enjoyed about the movie, what I thought was just great. The action scenes in here are great. There are so many different interesting action scenes that are just probably the best parts of the movie. The monsters battling it out, or people fighting each other. It's just really fun throughout the entire movie. You can tell they really put thought and care into the action scenes in these monsters, and they're really the standouts of the movie. Every time there's an action scene, you are hooked to the screen, and you are just locked in. And the monsters in this movie are great too. Either the new ones or the old ones. The new ones have these great, interesting designs, and Godzilla and Kong have these new little power-ups that are really fun and dynamic throughout the entire movie. It's just a great watch, and the monsters and the action really go well together. They pair up perfectly, and every time it's just the monsters talking and there's no real human dialogue. Those are easily the standout parts of the movie. And here is the meh. What I thought was just okay, or I was completely indifferent to. The human characters are kind of a mixed bag in here. Some of them are really funny, like Brian Tyree Henry's character, who has a real charm throughout the entire movie. But there's a lot of characters that feel like they're a little bit unnecessary and drag the plot a little slow. But even when it's all human characters on screen, it is focused around the monsters, so it really isn't that big of a problem. It's just in some scenes where it's all humans, it gets a little boring, because they really are just exposition dumps for the monsters to be talked about too. The pacing in this movie is all over the place. In the first act, it's building up this nice tone. There's not too many action scenes, but they have a couple in there. And the second act is rapid fire, new characters, new introductions, all this. And the second act's great. And it builds up to this awesome climactic third act, where in reality the third act is easily the worst part of the movie. It's a complete mess tonally. The characters are all over the place. They're introducing new things, taking out old things, resolving character arcs, giving us new character arcs, and it's really just all over the place and messy. And you can tell it was a little rushed there. But it's really not that noticeable. The third act's still really fun, and the first two acts are probably the best parts of the movie. And now here is the ugly. What I did not enjoy about the movie, what I was not impressed with. The story is pretty weak in here. It's really all over the place and doesn't really feel like it's where it's going anywhere, but then sometimes it goes through things way too quick, and sometimes it gets back and slow, and it really just feels like it's messy and throwing different stuff at the wall. But it really is a problem throughout the entire movie. The story, writing, and dialogue are eerily you are watching it throughout the entire movie, and in the back of your mind, even when there's action scenes going on, you're thinking, this is kind of weird, this doesn't really make sense, this is a little funky. And there's really not that much Godzilla in this movie. Even though the movie is Godzilla and Kong, it really is Kong and a little bit of Godzilla, which isn't necessarily a problem per se, but if you're marketing this as a Godzilla and Kong team-up movie, and it's really just all Kong and a little bit of Godzilla, where he's just sprinkled out throughout the entire movie, he really should be in there more. Whereas almost always Kong and then just a little bit of Godzilla. I wish it was more evenly spread out or they shared more screen time together. But again, it's a fun, entertaining movie that I really enjoyed. 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching The Good, The Meh, and The Ugly. Bye-bye.